Hello everyone. Today we are going to present our analysis of Gordie Howe International Bridge Project. I am Muhammad Wajid and my team members are Saleha Khatun, Anwar Basha, Wenzhan Liu, and Harsh Kumar Singh. In this presentation, our goal is to provide a detailed breakdown of this project, focusing on its key aspects of management, execution, and impact. Let's begin with an overview. The Gordie Howe International Bridge is an international giant and socio-structural project that marries Windsor, Ontario, Canada, and Detroit, Michigan, United States. Its primary goal is aimed at the stimulation of business and traffics between into two states. The bridge is among the longest cable state bridges in Northern America, and it means a big investment in South Tyneside as an area of economical development. The project is carried out by the Windsor-Detroit Bridge Authority. Its goal is to increase the effectiveness of cross-border operations. And the project scope. So it measures 2.5 kilometers in length and has Canadian and US ports of entry on the international frontier. The project also entails the development of an interchange with the I-75 highway in Michigan. Furthermore, the bridge also includes the walking and cycling facilities reserved for the people, making it a multi-purpose bridge. Environmental tests were made to show how the project will improve the status of infrastructure and how the project and the same time boost cross-border transport and business.
Hey guys, myself Anwar Basha. I'm starting with the project initiation and planning. For every project, the initiation is the important one. It's originally constructed as a public-private partnership. It's like a PPP model, like where both public sectors and private sectors include to build this Howe International Bridge. The Gordie Howe Bridge project featured a clear project charter. This charter defined the objectives, project boundaries, and interested parties from the project initiation phase. In some segments, Canadian and US rules and regulations on the environmental impact of a venture were followed since feasibility tests and environmental scans were done exhaustively. A good corporate governance structure was put into place, and the Windsor Detroit Bridge Authority, this is the important one, WDBA we can call it as, was formed for the formation of this bridge. It was important for stakeholders to be on the same page during the phase of the project. And like main thing, to interact with the stakeholders, this board was the formed because at every step we have to interact with the stakeholders of the, like how is the budget, everything to detailing, we have to check with the stakeholders. And here we can see the how the project has been executed in the image. Here I'm explaining about the project execution. It is a multinational collaboration between the both countries, US, United States, and the Canada. There is a clear indication that the execution required the ASIN and TICO staff through the CFLC contracts, ARAP, and American contracts. Like both country contracts were included to build this bridge, and there was a meticulous adherence to time schedule and A by D timelines. Modern construction technologies were applied in this process to enhance efficiency and apply sustainable methods in construction. These risks are kept under check, and new issues that arise are addressed by the preparation of appropriate mitigation measures. Stakeholders were engaged, meaning that every person was updated all the time, thus reducing environmental degradation at the same time. Mainly while building this such type of huge bridges, like they have to take care of the environmental, they have to get the certificate from the Green Tribunal Board, like there will be no environmental issues, so it doesn't affect to the nearby water lakes and nearby the peoples. This is how they have started the execution. And the next slides will share by the other guy. Can you please turn on your mic?
Oh, sorry. Hi everyone, I'm Salia Khatun, and today I'm going to talk about the project mentoring and controlling and its key components. Mentoring and controlling were very critical because they ensured that the project was on the right track. maintaining a strong focus on comparing the actual performance against the baseline plan already in progress was the identification and controlling of risks. The focus was on quality control and assessment was done on critical stage in the construction. Expenses control was also critical to prevent an excess of budget and the recording reporting made them open to the WDBA and other made them open to the if the goal was a string of course the necessary tweaks were made to bring it back on track. Can you please make 7? Okay. When it come to the construction of the Gordie, the following part is the build bridge has 6 lanes with an overall length of about half millions. It main capital stage span measure 0 by 53 mils. Make it longer in North America. This station rank as a US ports of entry and spans a ground area of about 68 hectares and passengers vehicles in Michigan and new roads bridge includes 4 new roads, 5 new bridge and traffic intersection which to commandants and increase traffic. A continuous improved interconnectivity result from the rearrange of the 1 by 75 interchange specifically for the purpose of improving track.
Hi, I'm Wenxuan. I'm going to talk about the key stakeholders and project cost management. So the significant stakeholders were involved in this project. The principal responsible for the sponsorship go to the project sponsor, which is the Windsor-Detroit Bridge Authority. The Canadian and US federal governments play a crucial role in regulatory oversight, ensuring that all policies and legal requirements are met. At the local level, governments in Windsor and Detroit are involved in areas like zoning, permits, and infrastructure connections. Private sector partners handle construction and will later take part in bridge operations, bringing in expertise and investment. In addition, this project also affects local communities who will experience both short-term construction impacts and long-term economic benefits. Lastly, environmental groups are monitoring compliance with regulations to ensure the project is built sustainably and with minimal ecological impact. Next slide, please. Managing the cost is a major priority given its initial budget of 4.4 billion Canadian dollars. To keep spending under control, there's ongoing cost tracking and management in place to prevent overruns, ensuring that resources are used efficiently. A key part of this strategy is contingency funding, which helps cover unexpected expenses. Financial oversight by the WDBA and government auditors adds another layer of accountability, making sure that funds are spent responsibly. Since this is a binational project, there are cost-sharing agreements between Canada and the US outlining how expenses are divided. And throughout the project lifecycle, there is continuous cost-benefit evaluation to make sure that the investment remains justified and delivers a long-term value.
Singh, can you start?
Hi, Hi everyone. My name is Harsh Singh, and I'm gonna talk about the resources and the project success assessment. So there were many resources used in this project. There was a significant labor input from both Canada and US, but specialized engineers and project managers manned the project, and the construction was done using modern techniques and materials of construction. Engineering and construction equipments were employed. Funds were raised with the help of the public and private sectors, and the tracking tools were technologies. This also included sourcing and purchasing from local businesses and suppliers, which benefits both the local economy and the needs of the project. And let's come to the project success assessment, the next slide. And so, according to project management success factors, the Gordie Howe International Bridge project will be evaluated in terms of the project scope, time, and cost. So major milestones were accomplished and its stakeholders seem to have been satisfied up to the current point. Most of the radical risks of the conception were identified and controlled efficiently. Subsequently, the bridge is expected to have a long-term positive impact by improving the reach and efficiency of transport across the borders. And nevertheless, the further evaluations will be necessary to define the broader consequences, primarily the economic changes and that the authors assumed based on the presented data. And this is all, and now I'll come to conclusion and questions, the references and stuff. So therefore, the Gordie Howe International Project can be considered one of the most successful cross-border cooperation of Canada and US. However, challenges have been overcome by the function of well-defined scope, time, and cost frame project. Not only will it facilitate the enhancement of trade and communication between two countries, but it will also bring everlasting profits for both of them. With that, let us present the question portion on our meeting, where you can ask anything you need to.
Yeah. And here are the references like we have gone through. And this is it, the professor. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.